Coming out of the bye, the thought was Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts would be good to go. Didn't see really any setbacks, didn't hear about any setbacks, but now it seems that we're in murky waters. Today he split time with Gardner Minshew with the ones, obviously, it was just a walkthrough, so maybe not that big of a deal, but when asked, he said he's hoping that he's good to go. Is this cause for concern for Philadelphia? What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast. So today I do want to talk about Jalen Hurts, man. This is something that honestly kind of caught me by surprise because I didn't even think that there really was anything. I kind of thought it was a little precautionary that we were even holding him out last week. I thought that maybe last week was just, hey, it's the Jets. We think we can win with Gardner. Let's give Jalen a week, to get better from something that wasn't necessarily the end of the world, but an extra week would always help. So to hear that he's splitting the reps with Gardner Minshew is a little bit, like I said, a surprise to me, and a little bit concerning if I'm being 100% honest. But before we get into that, please do hit that like, hit that subscribe. We are so close to 3K. So we would really appreciate if you guys did that for us. But let's just hop right into it, man. I don't want to talk too much. The Philadelphia Eagles went through a little bit of drama, right? We went through a little bit of QB controversy within the fan base because everybody loves that. People were talking about Gardner's game against Jets. Some people were saying it's just the Jets. Some people were saying, hey, Hurts probably wouldn't have made some of these plays. And honestly, both ends are probably a little bit right. Both ends are probably a little bit right. Should we be ultimately, going goo and gaga over Minshew's performance? No. I don't think that it shows that he's the guy. He's a franchise guy, a steal or anything like that. I think it shows that he went out there and did his job. We have a good backup in Philadelphia. But at the same time, it did show some deficiencies that Hurts has within this offense. And, most of that really just boils down to him reading the defense and him making the correct decisions. Now, Gardner Minshew does have about 4 or 5 more games of experience than Jalen Hurts, but they're both basically around the same amount of experience if we're being 100% honest as far as game time goes, right? And everybody loves to talk game time. Everybody loves to talk games as a starter. So they're right around the same part right there. But either way, I'm just wondering, is this injury more serious than we thought? Or was it, I even said this prior to the Jets game, and even after the Jets game, the worst thing that I thought would happen if Gardner Minshew had a good game was that they would go ahead and have some type of competition. Maybe this is what that is. Maybe they're going to be splitting reps for this week and they're going to make their decision on who their starter is come Friday, come Saturday. That would be very interesting. If Gardner Minshew is named the starter and Jalen Hurts is dressed, that's when the questions become, very prevalent. And that's when you start looking at this and saying, maybe it's more than just a little ankle injury. But if they just decide that Jalen Hurts is not ready to go, if his medical team's saying that he's not good to go, and he should be held out, then I don't think it's really cause for concern as far as Jalen Hurts being our starting quarterback. It is cause for concern to see how good that ankle is going to be moving forward. I said this in a live earlier, and I do feel like this. At the end of the day, with this team, I feel like you've seen enough of Jalen Hurts right now as the coaching staff, as the front office, to make your decision as far as if you want to give him another year. So if you're saying I want to give him another year, I wouldn't throw my guy out there when he's already a little bit banged up, because the threat of him getting hurt for long term, maybe a year type thing where you're missing a couple games next year, that is devastating to somebody's, development. You not only have to get over the injury, you have to come back to a position that you still had to develop at that point anyway. So that would be devastating. And obviously, God forbid, I'm knocking on wood, guys, like I'm not hoping or ever, I don't know who ever would, that would ever happen to him, but I'm saying that would be a devastating blow to this team. So I really do feel like you either know what he is right now and you're willing to take that chance with him and say, I do believe that, especially if these Washington injuries hold up, that you have a good enough team with Gardner Minshew to go ahead and win this game. So if you look at this game as a front office and say, let's not even risk it. let's not even risk it this week. I'm cool with that. Maybe it's a ploy that you have them splitting reps to make them think that Jalen Hurts is going to play at some point or start at some point. But, you pull the rug from under them kind of thing, and you go ahead and put Gardner Minshew in, and this was your plan all along. Who knows? Who really knows? Nobody ever really knows. But it will be very interesting to see what happens, because realistically, even the ankle injury, he played through the rest of that game, and it didn't look like it was a major thing until we started talking about the Jets. So maybe this is something they have planned. Maybe, maybe it is a very bad injury. We don't know too much yet, but I did want to kind of come and bring this news out and see what you guys thought. So let me know what you're thinking in the comments, man. Do you think that this is deeper than just an injury? Do you think it's a deep injury? Do you think it's something that we should really be worried about? But what you're thinking, just let me know what you're thinking. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is. I got to find the outro because I do all this production by myself. So be sure to hit that like and subscribe. So, maybe I can hire one of y'all and y'all could do the stuff for me. But other than that, y'all know what it is, man. It is Fly Eagles Fly, and we are out here. Peace!
Everywhere, this is for
Yeah.
you.
Fly Eagles flying on the team. Touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randall. Season here, early time to do 'em in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.